expect to dig, if we don't want to hear this, but we're going to dig deeper into our pockets if Mayor Bloomberg gets his way.
Yeah, in his budget just today, Mayor Bloomberg is expected to call for massive job cuts and new taxes. James Ford's live outside of City Hall to tell us how it could all affect us. James.
Well, keep this in mind as well. The mayor and city council just about a month ago raised property taxes 7% and had $1.5 billion in spending cuts for the city.
Yeah, New Yorkers, remember that buttfuck? Because I sure wasn't advised about it or asked to vote on it. I was just butt-fucked over it.
On top of all that, today at noon, the mayor will detail a new budget that is likely to call for some significant job cuts in education and law enforcement, and that's not all by any means. Expect to pay more.
Here he is, the massive rump rider himself, Bloomberg. Let me tell you something. He's going to get on our butts and ride us in like wild stallions.
To New York City and get less, a lot less, under Mayor Bloomberg's proposed new budget. Bloomberg is expected to raise the city's sales tax from 8.375%, among the highest rates in the country, to an even higher 8.75%. And after you've paid...
Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me hear this one.
On a sale, if you get a plastic bag for your purchase, you'll have to pay a 5-cent tax for the bag under the mayor's proposed new budget.
So, in other words, he's going to raise it to 8.75% tax, and then you're going to get a 5-cent tax if you want a fucking bag to carry the shit you just bought. What are we supposed to do? Buy them fucking bags that people go shopping with? You know what? This is really a butt fuck beyond the imagination. One way, we want you to spend money and raise the economy, but you're making it real fucking hard by raising taxes and everything else in the fucking place. Now you need to pay a nickel to get a bag? Son of a fucking bitch.
By far the biggest shock in this budget is job cuts, many in education. 23,000 city employees could lose their jobs through attrition or layoffs. 15,000 of those jobs.
Yeah, you notice that him and those fucking suit-wearing fat cats don't lose their fucking job. There's no threat to a cut back on management, on city management, is there? No, those guys that get $90,000 a year for housing allowances, you know, like the guys that run the train and shit. No, there's no danger of them losing their job. Just a common fucking Joe. That's the only one that's getting butt fucked.
Would be with the Department of Education. It could also include cutting this month's police academy class and homeowners.
Hey, guess what? You know where they're cutting the police academy class? In the poor neighborhoods. Okay? The rich police protection is not going to stop. It's going to intend. But in the poor neighborhood, God, hey, you can hardly see a cop now. Jesus. The only time you see them is by donut shops and goddamn fat cat restaurants. That's the only time you see those motherfuckers. And getting their fucking kickbacks from the drug dealers.
Listen up. That $400 property tax rebate you're expecting is not going to be there.
You know what? I know where to get that $400 rebate. I'm going to raise the rent on my fucking tenants. And that's what every fucking building owner should do. You can't get it from them, you raise the goddamn rent and get it from them.
And here are other ways the mayor is proposing saving money, cutting $1 billion in spending.
Yeah, how about why didn't he cut $10 billion when he built that fucking stadium that he's been bitching about since he got office? He's been bitching, we need a stadium for the Olympics. We need to do this. Remember that plan, what he wanted to do? Downtown on the west side? Shit. Now also he built this new stadium. He's been having this itch to build a fucking stadium. So it cost him $10 billion of our tax dollars. Now he wants to cut back on spending?
The city pension system and requiring employees to contribute to their own health care costs. And that might be the saving grace, that last point, because the mayor is expected to argue that if city employees contribute to their own health care costs, well then a lot more jobs are likely to be saved. Bottom line on all this is, the city is $4 billion in shortfall for next year's...
Okay, yes. Oh, well, they could pay for part of their own health insurance and all this shit, and they could cut back on this and that. In other words, the common worker, the taxpayer, the one that's paying the bill, is getting the old telephone pole up the ass, while Bloomberg rides you in like a fucking racehorse, whipping you all the way to the fucking post. Fucking bullshit. And you know what? You know who I blame for this too? Obama. How the fuck? You give a bank. You hear them, Obama? Them banks are giving each other executive $1 million bonuses and all this shit. And you know what? He gives them hundreds of billions of dollars, the federal government. What do they give the city to try to stop the raising the taxes on the common Joe? Oh, you just get 3.4. We don't care if you owe $12 billion. You know that? Our president is doing real fucking good now.
Budget, so cuts have to be made somewhere, and these are the ones the mayor
And the common Joe is where them cuts are going to be made.
wants. This isn't a done deal by any means. The city council and state legislature still have to sign on to a budget, so expect a lot of compromise.
Don't worry about that. He'll bully them into that, Bloomberg. He'll ride them in like he's riding us in with his cock in our asses, and he's going, yee-haw, to the winning post!
Starting with this proposal today. That's at noon. We'll be on it right up to the minute, of course. Reporting live from City Hall, I'm James Ford. Back to you in the studio.
I don't know how we're going to get people spending if we're going to raise the city sales tax and then add another 5 cents to the bags. I mean, it's one thing to add something for the bags, but now on top of that, it just...
Yeah, you hear what she's saying? And this is an airhead. Okay, she gets the idea. Yeah. God damn it. You're gonna raise your sales tax. Then you're gonna add 5 cents to every bag you get. You need the bag. You can't walk around with the shit. You'll get stopped at the door. Where did you get this? You know that? And everyone in here and everyone that's listening to me knows that's true. So what the hell are you supposed to do? Bring your own shopping bag? Guess what? You'll get stopped at the door for shoplifting. You'll got to be showing receipts, all this crap. You understand? But you know what? Nobody gets... The sheep of New York City will go bah and follow along.
Too much to bear, you know that? It's depressing.
Well, Mr. Connie, let's point one thing out really quickly. Look, if folks don't have jobs,
Right,
well, forget about the sales tax.
Absolutely.
So what he's trying to say is if there can be cuts all around, maybe we can save some of these jobs.
Maybe we can save some of these jobs. What about the people that lose their jobs? Fuck them. They're the poor, the common Joe. Butt fuck. You know? Nothing about city management losing their jobs. Just the common Joe. Butt fuck.
But all things will be pretty good. We'll just have to see what happens in the weeks ahead.
Smart man, we'll have to figure it out. Thanks, James. The mayor's budget announcement comes at the same time the city comptroller released a report saying New York lost 65,000 jobs between October and December.
Wow, isn't that wonderful, huh? You know what? Common Joe, bend over, make it easy, bend over, buy your own Vaseline, and hold those butt cheeks open, because here comes Mayor Bloomberg with his New York City iron dick to shove it right up your fucking ass, and he has his riding whip to whip you into fucking submission. From your 13 out.